In recent years, the so-called Islamic State not only brought terror to people living within its grip, it also caused catastrophic destruction to cultural heritage. In 2014 and 2015, the radical group ISIL obliterated dozens of historical sites in Iraq and Syria. In the wake of its violence, the ruins of the 3,000-year-old city Nimrud and the 2,000-year-old city Palmyra no longer stand. After seeing the devastating images, an American had an idea. If he could use 3D technology to recreate Palmyra digitally, maybe its magic could still be experienced by people in the future. The Los Angeles visual effect expert Brian Pope established the ARC project. Using photos and a paraglider's YouTube video of the ancient city, Pope successfully brought parts of Palmyra back to life on the computer screen. With the touch of a computer mouse, the audience can view the site from every angle.
While nothing can replace the loss of these sites and these objects themselves, we have the ability now to continue to experience them virtually, and that means that their symbolism, their importance culturally and socially can be maintained.
To further enhance the experience, the ARC project is incorporating virtual reality technology. A pair of special glasses and a remote control can almost simulate the effect of time travel. To create such mind-bending effect requires enormous data integration, manpower, and time. Massachusetts architect and archaeologist Dr. Donald Sanders spent the past 15 years constructing a digital city of Nimrud at its full glory. ISIL's bulldozers and explosives had made his project even more meaningful.
I know the site very well, and I know exactly where they placed all the bombs and what they did to blow it up, and it was almost like I was watching something that I was born with myself get separated. It was really terrible. If you're actually in the shoes of an ancient person or a person from an alien culture than your own, you learn from that culture. And because you can learn from that culture, it may lead to perhaps more tolerance of other cultures and other lifestyles and alternatives. Now that you can actually be immersed in that, you can actually feel what it's like.
So what we hope is that when we are able to finish this, and it still is not finished, that it will be the sort of thing that we can take to use to educate people not only about the art history and the history of Nimrud, the site, not only about the ancient civilization side of it, but also about the contemporary story of Nimrud, about how it was destroyed and about how we're trying to bring it back to life.
The Safeguard of Humanity's Heritage, the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, called ISIL's destroying and selling of artifacts cultural cleansing and a war crime.
We are going to improve the security and the peace in the world if we're improving the understanding of the other, including the diversity of heritage. So destroying one place is really not only sad, destroying my heritage.
Last year, UNESCO and the University of Oxford initiated the Million Image Database with the goal to distribute 5,000 low-cost 3D cameras to local communities to document at-risk historical sites in Middle East and North Africa.
In getting all these images, we are also contributing to the struggle against illicit traffic. And we know that destruction of heritage is also a significant part of the financing of terrorism in the world. So this is really not acceptable.
UNESCO also praised many private initiatives as well as the support from many UN member states and the European Union.
We are really aware about that because our cultural heritage was in danger since many years about looting and selling and trafficking. So we developed a really great experience in this field. And we are sensitive to the problem of others, and we want to be supportive to others. Our experience to be put on the table.
At his LA studio, ARC Project's founder Brian Pope dreams of an even more interactive future, where people from around the world can visit a virtual Palmyra on the internet to leave notes and talk to each other, using technology to truly extend the gifts of history to future generations. All these pioneers share one mutual dream, which is to help with actual reconstruction in the future. Another supporter for such projects, the UNESCO warns potential sensitive issues. The bottom line, they say, is to respect the opinions of local communities. Celine Li, American Television News, United Nations, New York.